Okay, this reading is for a Capricorn and a Leo, and they are in no contact. So it's just more about like what was the true nature of the relationship really, and what were some of the lessons that could be learned and how to move forward. And then, yeah, so basically that. So let's start off with the true nature of the connection. Basically, this would be for closure and then how to move forward as well. So let's look at the true nature of the connection. All right. So this connection, when it started, it seemed like the happily ever after. It seemed like, oh my gosh, I have met my soulmate twin flame person. This is the card that I call the Quan. So like in Jerry Maguire, when he talks about the Quan, like wanting the job and the family and the house and the whole picket fence and everything. That's what you saw in this person and this person saw in you. Okay. So this definitely did start off as a very soulmate level connection, or at least, you weren't going into it half-assed. Both of you were going into it as a forever situation. This could indicate either that there was a good give and take of energy, okay? So like both people were pretty good at giving and taking and, providing for each other. Or this could indicate something else. So let's put it up. Okay, so I'm going to put it at the end here if it indicates the opposite. So first of all, the way that you showed up in this connection, okay, you did show up as the Queen of Wands. So this is a very confident woman who's very passionate and definitely desired. So, you have these two together, or if you're watching this as a male, a very confident male, you have these two together. So, you started off the relationship with a very like, yes, this is the one kind of a feeling. Okay. But intuition kicked in, and quickly, you realized that there was some kind of block. Okay. So this is some kind of stuckness. And this would have been like under the surface. So, the conflict may or may not have been just outright in the open, but there was some kind of stuck energy. And that's where I put this one here as well. So this one can have two meanings. Either it means that there was a good give and take in energy, which means if you put it over here, you did have this that was contributing to this feeling. So this person did a good give and take, and it was contributing to this, oh my gosh, this person could be a great partner. Or there was this stuck energy and the give and take wasn't equal. So there was some kind of like uneven give and take. One person gave too much, one person took too much, okay? That could be what the stuck is all about. You would have to go into your intuition and know what this block was. But there was a block, okay? So that's the basis of it. Either way, there's definitely a block. So this is the blocked, all tied up, blocked energy. Okay, so you think it's the happily forever after, and you run into this stagnant block, like butting heads, running your head into a brick wall type of energy, okay? This is why the relationship didn't work out, I'm guessing. All right, so let's look at the lessons. So you got a couple different lessons here. Your main lesson that you learned from this relationship is when you ran into this stuck energy, you tried to force it. So you were trying to make it unstuck. So you were trying to make it happen through manipulation tactics. So some kind of manipulation where you were using fighting as a way to try to unstuck the situation. This also, I'm reading it on your energy, and that's why I'm saying that you were the one that was manipulating. But both of you could have been manipulating in this. However, this is your lessons. I'm not reading for the other person. So in your lessons, one of the lessons that you learned from this is that, this means kind of like, this means manipulation, and this means kind of like doing kind of sneaky strategies to get what you want. Okay, to try to get the outcome or make what you want to happen. However, it just led you to nothing but anxiety. Okay, so the anxiety that you're feeling okay, this is the cause of it. So in this, what it is that you have, this is partly what it is that you have to release, okay? So there is somebody that comes in, a spiritual teacher or a therapist that comes in to help you release this, or a friend. But somebody guides you to help you to release this, and this helps the anxiety that you're feeling now. So the anxiety has to do with kind of sneaky behavior or manipulative behaviors. That anxiety will be released, okay, and somebody's going to help you, a therapist or a friend or a spiritual teacher. So let's look at what your psyche's clearing, okay? So first of all, this is really sad, okay? So this is heartache, feeling like you were rejected from this love situation, okay? So over here, when you had this happily ever after that eventually kind of like broke down, of course that's sad, because this is how you saw this relationship, and you don't have it now, and so it's lost. Your psyche is using optimism though. So, I mean, that's a good thing. Okay. So yeah, you feel this, and it's more at a deep level when you're quiet and alone that you feel this. But other than that, you're really using optimism and trying to just make yourself shine through it. But you have some challenging times ahead, and you know that. So you're preparing for a battle. And this battle, I don't think has to do with this person, because I know who I'm reading for. This battle has to do with something else, and we're about to get to that. Okay, so this is going into your intuition. Your intuition, you've used it a couple times, so this is really growing in this relationship. Okay, so you've seen something here. Okay, this is the same card and the same card. Okay, and that's what you're going to use to release this anxiety. Okay, so you know what to do. You do have somebody that helps guide you, but your intuition knows what to do. So let's look for how you cut this cord, all right? So when is this feeling going to stop? All right, so first of all, stop daydreaming about this, okay? So this, what could have been type of a feeling, well, stop daydreaming about that, okay? So this is representative of one of two things. Either one, this could have been a soul contract, meaning they were destined to come into your life. And if they're destined to come into your life, it was specifically to teach you this lesson. Okay, so this lesson about any kind of manipulation or sneaky behavior to try to get what you want, this is a grasping. Okay, this is an attachment issue. So this is a grasping, a desperation. So if it is a soul fated connection, then that's what they came into your life to teach you. However, the other thing that this represents is a divorce. And since I do know that you're about to go through a divorce, and since you have this card right here in your psyche, so you're gearing up for a battle, the divorce situation could help you cut the cords from feeling this for this particular person, or both of them for that matter. So this just means to learn to pick your battles. You don't need to fight every single, in this divorce situation, you don't need to fight everything. Pick your battles, okay? But there is a new energy that you can rush forward on. And it's just a new energy that something, it might come from this optimism. So you do have, in your psyche, you have this seed of optimism that's blossoming. Even though you have this heartache about this situation, you do have this like fire that's inside of you that wants to ignite, okay? So let it ignite on this battlefield, and triumph towards your victory, okay? Because look what's evolving over here. That cuts the cords. So the cords that you have and this feeling that you have for this missing energy that you have, the cords get cut through this situation, okay? So through a divorce process, the cords get completely cut, okay? This is an accelerated spiritual awakening. So there's a freedom that you get from these cords being cut, okay, that is an accelerated spiritual awakening. This is, you went from this woman, okay, at the beginning, who is very desirable and passionate and all of that, to this woman where you're like, you know what, fuck all you bitches, and you're just cutting people out left and right, okay. In the end, that's the Hermit. So you do have some time to develop yourself and being alone. You're going to be working on something. This is also evolving. So this is some kind of work project. This can also be a opportunity. So this could be a money opportunity. And this is like the equivalent of plowing a field. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a lot of work to plant something and water it every day and do all of that and then wait for the fruits of your labor to come. So there's some solitude in your future, cutting out things that don't serve you, accelerated spiritual awakening. Those cords are cut. Okay, you're not gonna think about this anymore. You're gonna be concentrating on some kind of financial opportunity or passion project or something like that that's coming in your near future. All right. Well, I hope you like your reading. Feel free to ask me any questions or any other interpretations of any of these cards, and just ask me which one if you want a different interpretation, and I'll look. But some of these cards, they're not interpreted that many different ways. Anyway, so I hope you like your reading.